Are you staying up to date with current MLS changes? Make sure you don't get caught off guard. Hey everyone, I'm Pete Stagel with Servant 360. If you're new here, we share tips and strategies to help realtors just like you sell more houses faster and for more money. Make sure to like and subscribe to always be notified when we release these weekly videos. So today we have Richard Gibbons with the Southwest MLS. You're the director, right?
Yeah, MLS director is the official title.
Perfect. January?
Yep, January this year, January 25th, when I joined GAR. Came from North Florida previously.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bit different climate?
Very much so. Very much so. I joke with people that I went green and humid and brown and dry.
Yep. Yeah. I'm from upstate New York originally, so I kind of get that whole, green everything. You can't get rid of the grass, and to here you can't grow grass.
Exactly.
So we did a presentation earlier this week, and you went over a bunch of the rules that you guys have at the MLS for uploading photos and what needs to be there, and then you've got a bunch of new rules that are coming out, which are going to be very beneficial to the members and looking through the MLS as well, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So what are the current rules?
So the current rule is the short version is if you have a minimum of one photo, and it has to be of the outside front of the dwelling, if there's a dwelling in the property, okay, in the daylight. So as long as you meet those three, that's the rule right now. And then for land, there's some caveats like it either has to be from the road, or if it's not accessible from the road, you could have a bird's eye. Okay, but that's the short version.
Which is good. I mean, so you get a front shot of the house, or a drone shot for vacant land listings and whatnot.
Exactly.
Okay. Why did they want to change the rules, and what are the rules changing too?
Yeah, so we'll start with the why because that's important. The MLS is more than a marketing platform; it's a data platform, and appraisers and members trying to run CMAs and things like that were running into issues where you have two houses next to each other, same neighborhood. One sells for $50,000 more, but doesn't have any photos, and you can't tell why. Because a major part of what an appraiser does is fixtures, upgrades, what's been done to the house on the inside, and that can determine value. And if you can't see those, you have no idea why I did that. So the new rule is going to be that you have to have, at minimum, one photo of the living room, the front of the house, the backyard, the kitchen, and all bathrooms. So if you have two bathrooms, you have to have two bathroom photos, so on and so forth. And so that way, people can see the fixtures. You can see what appliances are there. You can see what fixtures are there, and can make those valuations.
Yeah, and so that's one of the things that I'm finding a lot too. Is people saying, "Well, I just need a floor plan, or I just need the virtual tour. I don't need the photos, because I already have it sold or whatnot." And and I explain to a lot of the clients as when I'm on the phone with them. It's like, you do, because it's not just, for this listing right now. It's, it's also for the marketing for yourself, for the future clients, and let everybody know what it is that you do for your marketing. But then, of course, it's also for the appraisers, like you said, so that they know how to appraise something, and it's not even just for, other properties. It's also for that property. So a lot of times the appraisers are looking at the photos and seeing, what the quality is in the current house, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And so, because you remember, an appraiser, once they're going in, they usually don't get to go into the house. They're completely reliant on the MLS photos a lot of times, especially when they're pulling CMAs. Now, the house they're doing right now, yeah, they get to go in, but right. Pulling other CMAs and comps from before, they're 100% reliant on MLS photos. Yeah. So, and then another point you brought up that I think is a good one is there's a lot more uses of it. Like, for example, when we bought our house, I'm actually relatively sure you did it. It was a virtual tour, floor plan, photos. It was a whole package. And we hired a interior designer off of Fiverr, and we were able to provide her with the virtual tour so she could see the layout of the home. Because photos don't always, actually, they almost never really relay the layout of a home.
Exactly.
So there's
and that's where floor plans and virtual tours and all of that come into play. So you can see, what the layout is, and be able to, even take measurements on some floor plans.
Absolutely, yeah. So that was a huge help, even as a consumer. post sale. That was nice to have.
So how are you going to enforce the new rule? Is there going to be enforcement on the new rule?
Yeah, so we get about 16,000 listings a year, on average about 20 per listing. So that's 320,000 photos a year through our MLS. So obviously humans are not looking at every one of those. So we've contracted with a company called RestB.ai, and they are a computer vision artificial intelligence software that scans the photos. And it's what it does is it can determine the room type. It can say, okay, this photo is a living room, this photo is a bathroom, this photo is a kitchen. And then we can tie that in with our other compliance software called Data Checker that checks, okay, so this listing says it has 2 bathrooms. Is there 2 bathroom pictures? Yes. Okay, you're good. If not, it flags it no. Member automatically gets an email. So the only thing that staff has to do is if members respond to the emails and have questions, we answer those. But it's going to proactively check every single listing, regardless of status too. So like even when it goes into sold, it still has to keep those 5 photos. You can't delete more than those 5 photos. So that's another issue we have is people deleting photos off of listings after it sells. So
which then
even when
appraisers can't use them. Yeah.
Bingo. So even once it's sold, you still have to meet those minimums. So proactive enforcement.
So currently the rule is that you could delete them, or at least down to that 1 photo, and you'd be good. And going forward, you're gonna still need all of these photos. What are the six minimum, right?
It's well, front of the house. If it's a 2 bathroom house, it ends up being 6 photos. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So it's really trying to raise the floor. It also helps professionalism in the industry. As a consumer, if you look at a house that has 1 photo, you're less likely to want to go look at it. There's a lot of benefits.
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir. I tell people this all the time. 100%. There is value in professional photos. Is there going to be enforcement beyond just an email, or is there currently enforcement?
Yeah. So anything that runs through Data Checker has a fine process. So if you get a Data Checker notification for any of our rules and it's not fixed within 48 hours, there's a fine for it. So this is going to fall into the category of the minor fines. So it will start at $50, and then you have another 48 hours, and then it goes up to $100, and then you have another 48 hours, and it goes up to $200. So there are fines backing this up, and the members are going to have to abide by it to not get those.
So the AI has come a long way. I mean, it used to be just hearing about it in the movies and whatnot, and now it's in our daily lives. It's checking to make sure you have the right photos in the listing, which is crazy.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, some other cool things the AI can do. Now, just to be clear, these aren't ones that we're implementing, but just looking towards the future. They have a solution that does property quality. So like it'll look at a home and say, okay, is this a nicely updated home or is this a needs work home? And they have like this scale of 1 to 5 that measures the quality of the property. And places that do estimated values via algorithms are using that technology to make their algorithms better. Another one, a big issue with real estate is ADA compliance. Like people who use screen readers, most of the time when people upload a photo, the title of the photo is img_1234.jpg. And when somebody who can't see hovers over a picture, that's what the reader reads is img.1234.jpg. That doesn't help them at all. But with AI, it can scan it and say, this is a kitchen with white cabinets and granite countertops. And then we'll eventually at one point be able to auto tag those descriptions into the ADA compliance. So when the reader reads it, it reads kitchen with white cabinets and granite countertops. So it's a lot more useful for ADA as well.
Wow.
A lot of cool stuff coming out there.
That is crazy how far that can go.
Yeah, absolutely. And then one other thing that we are implementing is it can also detect signs and contact information in photos for us, which is right now reactive only, but that's going to become proactive as well. So lots of cool stuff coming from that.
Very cool. Yeah, we don't ever have signs in our photos. We make sure that
Yeah.
they're taken down. But
Yeah. Another reason he's a professional photographer. They know our rules and they know to look for stuff like
yeah,
that.
and that's why I wanted to have you on because as the rules change, I wanted to make sure that everybody's aware and having it come right from Southwest MLS rather than from me saying, hey, here's the rules. When I say it doesn't have any weight to it, but when you say it, people tend to listen.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it introduced you to the members too, because like you said, you've only been here since January.
Definitely. Thanks for having me on. I'm always down for things like this. Anybody else who watches this, you want me to come to your office or jump into a meeting, let me know. I'll be there. So, the other thing I believe in communication is the best way is always going to be face to face. I would rather meet all 4,300 members one at a time, face to face over a 2-year period than try to reach them all via 1,000 emails. I want to shake some hands. Or maybe, fist bump or elbow bump or whatever you're
Yeah.
comfortable with.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, thanks for coming on. And
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have you back when you update some more things. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
thanks. At Servant 360, we feel realtors shouldn't have to put up with inconsistent results from their marketing providers. That's why we provide consistent quality photos, floor plans, virtual tours, and videos that help realtors just like you sell more houses faster and for more money. Help us spread the word by liking, subscribing, and sharing these videos. Thanks for watching, and as always, it's our pleasure to serve.